happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're having a fabulous Valentine's Day so far. It's been a good day here. I have been busy since early this morning, but it is very good, and I am trying to start wrapping things up. So the one specific thing that Andrew has asked for today is a labor of love. It's not something that I make very often. Um, Really, I only make it once every few years because it takes that much time. And it's just, he adores it, but it takes me hours to do it, which is crazy. But it's delicious. And I find it so hard to believe that I get this from a local restaurant here in Lexington. And this is where this is inspired from. And it blows my mind that they can serve it because I don't know how it takes me forever to get these chips made. So it must take them, I don't know. They must have been days working on it. It blows my mind. But anyways, so we are doing, Andrew asked for lasagna noodle chips and spinach artichoke dip and then birria tacos for dinner. So I've been in my stories all day sharing about everything I've been doing. So make sure you go check it out there because you'll get some additional details probably there. But we are going to put together the spinach artichoke dip right now. And I'm going to show you the chips, and then I might even show you what the birria beef looks like, okay? But when you hop on, say hello, let me know you're watching. I did not send out a text. I just didn't get to it. Hey, Carol. Hi, Dana. Hello, Danae. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Carol and Barbara and Evelyn and Rita. Hi, Debbie. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Y'all, I hope you're having a fabulous day so far. Okay, so first of all, two things. Every year, Andrew and I do something different than I think a lot of people do, and that is that we alternate years on Valentine's Day. When we first got together, Andrew had kind of like this animosity towards Valentine's Day because it sometimes is very geared towards women. Men usually do the planning and, they might get a gift and stuff like that, but it seems like Valentine's Day is more for the woman. So we decided that we would start alternating our Valentines. So one year it is kind of he gets to choose and pick what he wants, and then the next year I get to choose and pick what I want. So we've done all different things. He's made me dinner here. He's taken me out. We've gone and done fancy things. We've been to comedy clubs. This year he wanted dinner at home, and he was asking for the artichoke dip and the birria tacos. So that's what we're doing. And probably just watch a movie or something like that at home. And second thing is we do have a special going on this weekend on celebrationcompany.com on all of our tools. They are up to 25% off on all of our tools, our scrapers, our sanders, paintbrushes, precision needle cutters, all the different things. All of that stuff is up to 25% off. Our entire boutique is 15% off, and then the clearance is an additional 25% off. So that's going on this weekend for Valentine's Day, so make sure you check that out. Barbara, I am so glad to hear that it turned out good. We are just kind of obsessed with the cottage cheese. What did Andrew ask last night? I don't remember. Oh, tzatziki sauce. So he wants me to make Greek food one night and lamb kebabs, and he asked if I could make tzatziki out of cottage cheese, and I was like, well, yes, we can. We can make anything out of cottage cheese. All right, y'all, so let's get into it. So my spinach artichoke dip changes every time I make it, pretty much. Here's the thing. I have a slight obsession with Applebee's spinach artichoke dip. I think it's my favorite. I just love it, and I think it's delicious, and I want my spinach artichoke dip to taste like Applebee's. However, it never does. And I have tried Applebee's copycat recipes, and they never taste like it. So I do something different every year, so we're going to just see what happens this year, okay? So the first thing is I've got a bag of spinach here, okay? I'm going to throw this in the microwave for about a minute. It's been sitting out and thawing, but I'm going to pop it in for about a minute and let it thaw out a little bit more. Isn't it? I agree, Jeslyn. I agree. Then another thing that I'm doing that's different than a lot is Alfredo sauce. So Alfredo sauce is going in the spinach dip instead of mayonnaise and sour cream and cream cheese and all that. I am going to put some cream cheese in it, but there's going to be a lot of Alfredo sauce, which is something different. Another thing that's different is I'm not removing the water out of the spinach. I keep the water in the spinach, okay? If you noticed, the spinach dip from Olive Garden, or not from Olive Garden, from Applebee's is green. It is not like a creamy color. And so that's one reason why I started leaving the water in the spinach instead of trying to remove it. So I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what I am doing. Now I'm going to take my cream cheese here. I'm going to do half of my cream cheese, and I'm going to throw this in a bowl and warm this up in the microwave. Really, Jeslyn? I happen to love Applebee's. It's one of my favorite restaurants, to be honest with you, and I hate that they slowly keep disappearing. It's very depressing to me. But I love I'm really disappointed that they got rid of their pick 3 several years ago, because that was my favorite, the appetizer. And I would get spinach artichoke dip, the chicken wonton tacos, and wings. And I just loved it. Those are like my favorite things from there. But anyways, okay, so half of a block of cream cheese. I'm going to just warm this up in the microwave. All right, leave that aside. Happy Friday. Happy Valentine's Day. Try it, Teresa. It's amazing. So Applebee's spinach dip and Chili's salsa. Those are my all-time favorites as far as dips go. All right, it's popping. It should be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna take my spinach. I don't think I need all of this, so I'm just gonna add about half of the bag. Okay, that sounds good, Jeslyn. So then we're gonna go in with our artichokes here. Not gonna drain our artichokes. Do you all like the artichokes, or do you pick around the artichokes? I happen to really like the artichokes. Andrew doesn't like them quite as much. So I probably won't do the whole jar. Okay, probably about half of the jar. Hi, Shirley. And I'm just gonna dice these up. Now, if I've got some rough pieces, the other day I had some hard pieces, and there's definitely some hard pieces in here. When we made that chicken, Andrew was getting like pieces that he couldn't chew. So I might try and take those out. I'm just kind of feeling to see if there's any that feel hard or like chewy. Thanks for celebrating, Rhonda. Yeah, the outer leaves are a little harder. That one is definitely and I may add more in. This is, you know, like I said, I don't really have a recipe. I have shared a recipe with you all before on this, but, you know, I'm kind of making it up right now, so I don't really have a recipe. Okay, so then I'm going to dump in my cream cheese. So this is half the block of cream cheese. And then I got the 4-cheese Alfredo sauce. We're going to dump some of that in there. And I'm going to mix this up and see what it looks like. See if we want to add any more spinach or artichokes or anything like that. Sometimes I almost wonder if Applebee's puts food coloring in their dip, because why is it always so green? That's what kind of blows my mind. Theirs is also not thick. Joyce, I am making spinach artichoke dip. So a lot of spinach artichoke dip is thick. Applebee's is not thick. And that's one reason why I started trying the Alfredo sauce. Alfredo sauce has a lot of flavor in it. And so, you know, don't know, but, and that's also why I quit taking the water out of the spinach. It's easier for one, because you don't have to worry about that. And for two, it's not a super thick dip. All right. So this is what it's looking like right now. Okay, so you can kind of see the consistency. It's not green. Okay, now I've got some cheese here. This is Italian style. So it's got mozzarella, smoked provolone, Romano, Parmesan, Fontina, and Asiago cheese in it. Oh my goodness, Joyce. You have to try it. It's so yummy. Speaking of the devil, here he comes. All right, so we're going to put some of that in there, and then we're going to add some spices. Okay, so we're going to go in. I got to refill my garlic and onion powder. Do you all use garlic and onion powder like crazy like I do? Because I use them like crazy. Onion powder and garlic powder to add lots of flavor, a lot of it. Then I think I'm gonna add, I don't know, I don't think I ever add this, but I think I'm gonna add some paprika, just a little bit, and then some salt. And then I'm going to taste it. Let me add some pepper too. Okay. Trying to get lots of flavor in here. Sometimes I think spinach artichoke dip just tastes so much like spinach. And honestly, it's not a terrible thing, but that's not what I'm going for. Okay, so we got that mixed up. Let me grab spoon so I can taste it, see if we're achieving the flavor we want. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
What'd you bring me?
Flowers.
Flowers.
And kisses.
And kisses. Kisses from you?
Well, yeah, for the most part.
For the most part. Look how pretty. And the presents.
It's not much. I'm excited.
Can you set that over there?
Yeah.
Me too. I'm working on your dip.
Are my chippies ready?
Well, no, they're ready to be fried.
Oh, you're behind.
Yes. I've worked all day long.
Well, so have I, but I'm still ready to eat.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Trying to decide what it needs. I think it needs a little more salt.
Needs a little Andrew's mouth.
And once the cheese is melted,
Jimbe.
we'll see. Okay. So that's the dip. Looks like that. I did not add any more spinach or any more artichokes. And I'm gonna put it in. What do you think? Looking good?
Sauce look a little dark, doesn't it?
Little cast iron skillets. So we each have our own bowl of dip. I don't want to share with him.
I don't want to share my chips with nobody. That's why we didn't invite Bo.
Alright. Cute. And I'm going to top it with cheese, you know. You got to top it with cheese, right?
I want this one to be my dip.
This one will be more than enough. I was thinking I might have to use that one, but actually, I think these are going to be...
You already greased it and everything.
I know. Now I'm going to have to wash it.
Yeah, you are. I am excited for dinner. I'm starved to death.
Me too. I haven't hardly eaten today. Alright. Might as well fill them up because got just a little bit left here.
Chicken parm. I don't think she's ever made that.
Okay.
Good morning, Chinese.
I'm going to cover these with cheese.
Little daddy.
And then we'll be ready to bake them off. So the oven's preheated 350. I'm just going to pop these in the oven until they are bubbly.
Like my personality.
And hot. I don't
like
know
me
for
as
sure
well.
how long that will be.
So cook them like me. Hot and bubbly.
Indeed you are. You are all those things. Alright. Y'all, that looks so good. I hope it's good. Okay, so I'll pop these in the oven. Let me tell you real quick about my chips. Like I said, I did go in stories and talk about them. But they're sitting here ready for me to fry. So this is what they look like.
Yum.
So it's just lasagna noodles. So I used, that's 5 lasagna noodles.
Should have done 10.
Which is plenty.
That's not enough.
We always have leftovers.
Not this time.
And so cook your lasagna noodles to al dente. Pull them out, let them cool. And then cut them into triangles, okay? After you do that, lay them on a sheet tray, okay? Then set up your dredging station. You need a bowl or a plate that has all-purpose flour with some seasoning in it, whatever seasoning you want to use. I use garlic powder, onion powder, seasoned salt, and pepper. And then you'll need a plate or a bowl of egg with a little bit of water. And then you'll also need another plate or bowl with panko breadcrumbs, okay? And you'll add your seasoning into the panko breadcrumbs as well. Then you'll just take all of your noodles, dip them both sides into the flour, then dip them both sides into the egg, and then dip them both sides into the panko breadcrumbs, pushing the breadcrumbs onto the surface. And I just set those on a cookie sheet and leave them until I'm ready to fry them. And then you'll just fry them in just a basic oil. It is almost 5 p.m. here. Okay, so you'll fry them in a basic oil. I just wait until the oil, if I drop panko in there, so they start kind of bubbling up. And you just fry them until they're golden brown. And then when you pull them out, you might add a little salt onto them, and they're ready. And they're fabulous. And they go so well with spinach artichoke dip. So that's the plan. Let me show you really quick this tacos mixture. So for the tacos, it's just a roast and then the birria bombs. So Andrew got those on TikTok Shop, I think. And it comes 2 bombs in a bag. And you just put the bombs and the meat, and then I put some onions in my crock pot, and it's just been cooking on high all day long. So when we're ready, I'm going to pull the meat out and shred the meat, and then pull out the sauce and drain the sauce so that there's no bits in it. And we'll add a little bit of the sauce into the meat, and then we'll just take tortillas, dip tortillas in the sauce, put them on a griddle, and then you'll put cheese on the inside and the meat, cilantro if you want, whatever you want, fold it over and just grill it up like a quesadilla. And that's the plan. So that's our dinner for tonight. So I'm going to hop off of here, Joyce. I've never tried that. I don't have an air fryer, so I don't know for sure, but you could absolutely give it a try and see what happens. I can't say yay or nay on that. All right. All right, y'all. Have an amazing, amazing Valentine's Day. Thank you all so much for joining me. Make sure you check out the sales on celebrationcompany.com, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye, everybody.